This is a little bit different of a reaction right now. I'm going to be reacting to Ren's million subscriber talk that he did. I was recommended that should react to this from Barbara, who is a fellow renegade, who said that in celebration of me crossing a big milestone for me of 10,000 subscribers coming up here probably today. I think I have maybe 30 subscribers left to get there. She recommended, why don't you do a reaction to Ren talking about his 1 million subscriber video? And I thought that sounds like a perfect opportunity to listen a little bit to the artistic ideals. And, you know, this is a great thing to talk about right now, and talk about trajectory for the channel, and talk about what my motivations are a bit for the channel, and just a little bit more about me in general. As time goes on more and more, I'm going to share a little bit about my background. You all are piecing together. I've definitely had some operatic background in my life, but I've also done a lot of things. I've had many musical lives over the years. I was an opera singer. I did a lot of musical theater. I did experimental electronic music quite a bit. I had a vintage rock band. I used to play piano bar. I've been all over the map musically, almost in as many ways as you could, and I didn't realize it at the time that all of these styles of music that I was working on studying and mastering were adding up to me being able to be a diverse teacher and be able to put things together for people in a way that makes sense of this in relation to this, because I've done so many different things in my musical journey over the years. I'll share more about that as we go, but it really isn't about me. The biggest motivation that I'm really feeling for this channel now is about celebrating these amazing artists and exposing them to people that maybe haven't heard these artists before, who would come to my channel and be a fan of one artist and then be exposed to me reacting to another artist and say, wow, I didn't realize that that artist was that cool too. I'm going to start listening to them. That's already been happening quite a bit. I've been getting messages from you that that's happening. That really warms my heart to hear that. Also, one thing that I love about a motivation for this channel is I get to break down exactly what these artists are doing from a technical, musical, and vocal standpoint, which helps you more appreciate the amazingness of what they're doing. And that really brings me so much joy that I'm able to do that. Other motivations that I have for this channel are to create community and conversation around this art. I've noticed that we have about 14,000 people coming back to check out videos every week, and there's an amazing sense of community starting, but the problem is it's a bunch of one-on-one conversations. Like, I'm having 14,000 one-on-one little conversations with you all each week, and I'm excited to change that and to create a new platform where we can all have more deep, lasting conversations. I can go live in the conversations. You're going to be able to talk to other people that are fans of the same artist you are, who are also subscribers of mine, so you can help figure out what you'd like to recommend as a community who follow the artist of the next song that you'd like me to react to for that artist. I'm working on creating some exciting new things for all of that. But even more so, one other purpose for this channel that I have is to be of service to some of the amazing singers that I currently get to work with and give them the opportunity to showcase their talent. And all of you who are fans of great music and great singing already, I'm going to be able to share some of their great work so that if you're interested in their artistry, you can go connect with them as well. I'm all about community. I'm all about connecting people. I'm all about bringing people together around great music and great singing. That's really what this channel is about for me. Without further ado, I'm going to jump in and start listening to this beautiful musical soul here, Ren, and what his ideals are for his channel now that he's well over 1 million subscribers. Here we go.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yes!
Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me. And
Amen.
that makes me feel very rich.
Me too.
I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. Yeah. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. Yep. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a certain, to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever. You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority. Priority number one.
Yes, yes.
If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it. Feel it. Understand it. Express it. And then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love. Forgive yourself. And then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
Wow. What a beautiful soul. Oh my God, that was so powerful. Where that was taking me was into thinking about some of my past stuff with drug alcohol stuff has been a past thing with me. I've done a hell of a lot of work on transmuting my shadow energy, mindfulness recovery work. I'm a big meditator. I'm very big into doing selfless acts as a way to get out of my funky thinking, and I can so relate to the transmuting of pain through the joy of sharing art and being vulnerable in expression. And I knew that there were a lot of reasons why I resonated with Ren and could kind of feel a sort of kindred spirit to him, and it's just so beautiful. And I think that we all who are renegades can relate to that. That there's something beautiful about a community of people who are working to not shy away from or compress or hide from the shadow energy things that have come up in our lives, but we're looking to transmute those for good and for the movement of authentic human experience into the future. And what a beautiful, beautiful soul, what a beautiful musician. I am so honored to be reacting to and spreading the word of Ren. I know lots of people around me and my world already are very influenced by him and his artistry and his pure commitment to expression of emotion and real human experience. I think this is moving forward into this world of AI where, AI is going to pass the Turing test in like 5 years. We're at a time where all of this real human expression and emotion it's more important than ever that we all band together. And I'm so honored to be on this journey with him. I'm so honored to be on this journey with you all. And what a beautiful thing we all have going here. And that was an amazing thing to watch at 10,000 subscribers for me. On my way to 1 million someday, maybe, but I don't, that's not a big deal to me. What's really important to me most of all is this idea that we're all connecting and that we're all growing together through music. And I just can't thank you enough all for being a part of this with me. And that was such a beautiful thing he talked about. I really loved what he was talking about with a rising tide raises all ships. I say that all the time, and that's a big thing that this channel is for me, is I would like to bring everybody along with me where this channel could be of service to others. I've been so blessed in my life that I get to do the most amazing thing you could imagine for a living. I get to share the joy of music with people for a living. That's my actual job. And I pinch myself almost every day thinking about it. I meditate every morning full of gratitude for it. And I'm so grateful that now I have a whole new group of people that I get to share my love of music and my joy of learning how to get better and better at breaking down the magic inside of incredible art that I get to hear. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm sending you all so much love. I can't wait to get to my next videos and to get moving on with our new community talk stuff that we're going to be having soon. So I really appreciate Barbara for you recommending that I watch that. That was beautiful. It's so great to get to see Ren's personality and hear him talk. He such beautiful energy in that, and it was so infectious to hear. So sending love to you all. I'll see you soon.